Hi, I'm Donald Davidson. I'm the historian for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and we are currently in the Hall of Fame Museum. It has a very diversified collection, and we're open every day of the year except for Christmas Day and Thanksgiving Day. We get visitors from all over the world, and I think a lot of people are surprised. They think it's just going to be Indianapolis 500 cars, and it's not. In fact, probably the prize of the collection is this silver car right here, which is a streamlined Formula One car. It looks like a sports car, but it's actually a 1954 Mercedes-Benz Grand Prix car at a time when you could enclose the wheels. And next to it is the Ferrari, privately owned by the North American Racing Team, which won the 24 Hours of Le Mans in 1965, with Marston Gregory of the United States and Jochen Rindt of Austria, who later became the world champion. And then next to it, we have one of the Fords which went to Le Mans in 1966. This is not the year that they won with Dan Gurney and A.J. Foyt, but this is one of the cars that went. It ran at Sebring and at Le Mans in '66. People come in the museum that are old-time race fans. They get glassy-eyed when they see this area, because what we have here is replication of the way the garage area was up through 1985. And believe it or not, this is what the garage area looked like all the way through the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and the 80s. Some of these cars are so old, not only are they from the last century, they're from the century before that. The oldest vehicle on the floor is this 1896 French Boulet, which is a motor tricycle. And as you can see, it has a rather unusual steering mechanism, and it's a two-seater, one in front of the other. So I guess that's what the two-seaters are running now when they go around the Indianapolis Speedway at 180 miles an hour. But I don't know what top speed on this one is, probably about 20. This vehicle right here, which is massive, was built for the 1905 Vanderbilt Cup, and it ended up not running because it was too heavy, and they kept drilling holes in the frame to try and lighten the thing up. I don't know why they would have had a maximum weight, but they did. So anyway, that car never ran, but it gets a lot of attention. And then we've got several European Grand Prix cars from around World War I vintage. And one vehicle that gets a lot of attention is right over here. Craig Breedlove's Spirit of America, jet-powered, which in 1965 was the first car to do 600 miles an hour on land. That was quite a feat. Held the world land speed record, Craig Breedlove, an American. Another prize of the collection is the winner of the very first Indianapolis 500 in 1911, the Marmon Wasp. And it is unique because that's not a mock-up. That is the original car. The tires are new, and there's a couple of other things on it that are new, but probably, we think it's the third coat of paint, and it's probably about 98% original. But that's the car that won the 1911 Indianapolis 500. Another exhibit that gets a lot of attention is the Borg-Warner Trophy, which has been in every victory lane since 1936. And when it was unveiled, it had a bas-relief sculpture of every winner up to that point. And there's been a new one added every year since. And then finally, in 1986, it filled up. So the question was, what do we do next? Well, a base was put on the bottom. That filled up. And now there's a new base, and there's enough spaces to go till 2034. But this has appeared in several films, including The Big Wheel and To Please a Lady, The Big Wheel with Mickey Rooney, To Please a Lady with Clark Gable and Barbara Stanwyck, and then Winning in 1968 with Paul Newman. Well, thanks again for joining us, and once again, we're open here every day of the year except for Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day. We hope you enjoyed this brief visit. Come and see us.